Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kissy. I wanted to do a quick video in regards to first of all, let me just say this. There is I don't like this shit because there's like a mindset of masculines that date via a playbook. See? Like rules of do's and don'ts of dating and all this bullshit. Those things to me are juvenile, firstly. So I don't really give those things much attention. However, I can see the things that I've done that based on a guy that listens to a rule book would say that those are the things that are like the don'ts, the don't do's, or the low value blah blah blah, right? But here's the kicker, bitch. Not to you, to that motherfucker, or those, is that what I was actually doing wrong. See, when you have like I guess you could say when your compass is of like it's not surface, okay? Because I can only speak for myself, but if you resonate, my compass isn't based on anything superficial that you provide me. It's like I either feel for you a connection or I don't. And the fact that I'm intrigued in terms of like the fact that I connect with you in a certain way would come across to someone that even if like it's almost like the mindset of I don't need to play games when I know where I'm at, or where I know where if I know where I'm going. And it's like it's almost like saying like, okay, I'm going this way, are you going this way? Yeah. Do you want to ride with me? Yeah, sure, let's go. Boom. That's it. That's all. It's like that's life. We can either do this together or we don't do this together. To me, it doesn't, there is no factoring the game shit. But what I meant by the kicker, I think I didn't make that point very poignant. The point to have been made poignant was my my radar for people's vulnerabilities makes me very conscious of people's things, like, just how do I put it? It's almost like if I know this person makes jokes because they need people to laugh, when they do something that doesn't make me laugh, but I know their intention is for that, when I don't feel too comfortable with you, I don't know you enough yet, I may not say anything to you. Not because I'm afraid of what you'll say, but because I don't know the kind of personality that you have and how you react to being called out or being, I guess maybe being real with you. I think being real with somebody means I feel safe enough to tell you you're not that funny. I feel safe enough to tell you you ain't that cute. I feel safe enough to tell you whatever it is I need to tell you in the moment, not to bring you down, but matter of fact of, I'm sorry, I don't fucking think it's funny. It's not that I don't think you're funny, it's just that wasn't funny. So I may not laugh. It's not personal. I mean, I can't help what I like and don't like. I can't help what moves me and doesn't move me. It just is what it is, right? But yet, I tiptoe and cater to men that have a very fragile ego, and women, people in general, have fragile egos. We all do. I'm not going to say my ego can't be injured. Everybody's ego can get injured in some ways, you know? But the part that bugs me about it is how someone will assess you as a person in terms of your value based on the things that you don't even consider factors in real life, factors in real life connection, okay? Like things that don't necessarily, you know, establish you as, how do I put that? You are you with or without those things, whatever those things are. Some people need those things to be or not to be for them to be happy. And sometimes a lot of the things that people need from another person, you are not at liberty to expect or demand. So why play the game? I mean, to me, seduction is only fun when I know it's just a game between two people that want to be seduced. Seduction is not fun to get somebody that doesn't want me, or for somebody to try to get me that I don't want. Like, you're not going to seduce me if I don't want you. And if I already said I'm sorry, like, I don't care to waste your time or mine. So why would I play those games? To me, it's like, it's a waste of time, because you imagine playing these fucking mind games with somebody to get them, and then there's somebody you don't even want. Like, I'm not trying to do all this. And I guess, I don't know, maybe there's something to be said about the testing people and stuff. Yeah, you test them for sure, in the sense of, I mean, you show me who the hell you are. Like, and this is, I guess, the only way I can say to test someone is put everything out there right now. Oh, you're interested. Okay, well, come see me then. Oh, but, when, how, all these hesitations, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not even talking about just in the dating field. I'm talking about, this could be friendships and shit. Oh, you're cool people, so I want to hang out with you, and oh, we should go do this. Let's go hang out. Let's go do this. Oh, okay, well, when are you available? Well, I gotta check my calendar and shit. Okay, well, when you do, let me know. Okay. You don't hear from them. But that fake planning, what is that, future faking, I guess they call this shit. All this stupid ass psychological power plays that people make to, I guess in their perception, remain relevant or look relevant in some way, or special, or I don't know. I could be talking massive shit right now about it. Like, meaning that, I mean, perhaps the male psychology is that retarded that, you know, you have to do these things so that they can feel good about what they want. You know what I mean? Like, give it to me too soon and I won't like it. Give it to me too late and I won't like it. Give it to me just right and I just might like it. Like, what the fuck is that? That is the playbook of a retard. I don't know. Playbooks to me sound like things men create so that women could presume that they have to compete for those standards that they don't even live by most of the time. And I mean, you tell me you have an extremely successful masculine who's had a very beautiful feminine, very successful, the ultimate, power couple, right? Then yeah, whatever you've obtained in your perspective, not in society. It has to be that, I would assume that two people would have to acknowledge, wow, that's an achievement, or wow, that's some level, like actors and actresses, people rate each other on their level of attraction or their level of success, and you can see when two people match well based on their mutual success, or on their mutual good looks, on their mutual intelligence, on their mutual endeavors that they've participated in, whatever the case may be. So when you see someone that's that obtained that, then yeah, that person has bragging rights, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, to have a certain standard. It's like, I expect that or better, and everyone should be able to say, I expect this or better. So if you're not always setting the bar higher in terms of what you value, or in terms of how you assess a person's worth, in terms of being able to participate in your world, like what I tolerated as a teenager in my dating life, I didn't tolerate it in my 20s. And what I tolerated in my 20s, I'll be darned if I'm going to accept it when I was in my 30s. So it was like a progressive, level of understanding, where you didn't have boundaries or whatever. So the whole point of this is, like, a person like myself in that way, especially as a woman, you may have like a certain level of confidence with yourself, or a certain level of comfortability with yourself, or a certain level of I am in order with myself to such a degree that, how do I put this? Hold on. So basically, you're open to change, you're open to new, you're open to experiencing. So from that standpoint, you don't have hang-ups, or you don't have restrictions, or you don't have, there might be certain things, nothing major, but what I mean by that is, that could be interpreted as needy, that could be interpreted as overly available. And it's like, for what though? Like, if I'm eager to get to know you, I'm eager to get to know you so that I can not waste my time dealing with you if you're not somebody that's for me in some way. And I think, when they try to flip the script that way and make it seem like, don't act like this with the guy, don't do that with the guy, what they're really doing is biding their time. You act so hard thinking that they're going to come back to you based on their rules, right? You apply the rules that the man gives you to the dating game. You're basically catering to what they want, space and time, so that you get caught up in the delusion of who you think they are and not who they actually are, because they know for a fact that day one you see them. Get that conversation more than 10 minutes, you're already calling them out on some things. They start stuttering, acting weird, because they can't come into your energy and be real. So they have to create all these ways to avoid initial contact, to avoid too much availability, because you wouldn't last a month with some of these folks if you even gave them the time of day to get to know them. A lot of people, it's like you got a lot of roaches that want to eat, but it's like you don't have a dirty space, so they can't, how to put it, I'm so awful with freaking metaphors, right? Or examples, I guess you could say. In my mind, I would say your place is clean. Roaches are more likely going to go where there's trash. Why? Because that's where they get their food. So if you don't tolerate trash, if your place is clean, then they got nothing to get from you. So your space is going to be pretty clear of that kind of toxicity or that kind of parasitic type of vibe or energy or behavior. It's like you call them out right away. So anyone that's avoiding you is not because you've done something wrong or evil. It's because they know they can't tame you, or by putting you to sleep in some way. They can't control you, so they're going to lose their hand in your face. Then they don't want that. They don't want to show that they don't have what it takes to keep a woman like you. All right, let me stop. I'll come back soon. Take care.